So
I can do a charisma and socialize check to actually pretty that up.
That might help, yeah.
So, charisma, socialize, and what's her appearance?
Well, she's a god, so...
There are some strikingly ugly gods.
I mean, what I was gonna say is, it's probably gonna be really high or really low.
Yeah. So, appearance, Gray?
appearance is probably... It's going to be probably a low appearance, high charisma.
So 2 or 1?
Yeah, say 1.
Okay.
Because it is a giant. 2 because it's a tiger, and tigers are quite majestic.
Alright, so I've got 1 bonus on that then. So socialize charisma, that's 9. 5 successes.
Yep, you're able to start going through. She's very groggy. Quite weak as well. Doesn't quite know what's going on.
And somehow had some solar bullshit happen just to pull her out of that.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, where am I? What happened? What happened to my... What did you do to my grove?
Nothing, it's right there.
Cloud's just going to poke the dead Death Knight.
What's this?
He's gone. I vaporized him.
Okay, but you left his armor behind. Which is quite obviously soul steel.
There'd be at least 1 or 2 of the leech creatures around. You can point at one of them. So we don't get...
God stomped.
Yeah.
We don't get blamed for a crime we never committed.
Don't have to become the E-team.
That old chestnut.
If you can find them, maybe they can convert you to communism.
We only have one person who converts to communism here. Some of us are just good, honest thieves.
It's like,
We need to destroy lives one person at a time, not a whole society at a time. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, it's like, those things, I remember looking for them. I felt something wrong at the edge of my realm.
Yeah. Well, something wrong got to the center of your realm too.
Yeah, she's very weak. She's cutting out mid-sentence, so I should say that.
My apologies. I'm not used to speaking with gods.
She's kind of, as you're watching, she's kind of growing. She was like the size of a normal tiger. Now she's like, you know, twice, almost not twice, but half again the size.
Mm-hmm.
So she's obviously it's like
Recovering.
yeah, something they were feeding on me. Feeding on a god? What kind of creature could do that?
Death Knight?
I thought they were legends.
Well, that legend was feeding on you.
Some people think gods are legends.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Well, people think Exalted are legends.
Yeah,
that's because they are.
The point being, yes, there was one. It's dead now, if that's any comfort.
I mean, there are shadow realms and stuff like that, which get overlay the underworld and reality, if I remember correctly.
Adamant, if you've got nothing to add to this conversation, go get the priest out of the wagon.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Vengeful, since we have nothing to add to this conversation, you want to go grab a wagon and a priest?
An old priest or a young
tall
priest?
priest and a short priest.
Damn it! I literally said old priest, young priest, you son of a bitch.
It can be
I will have my Austin Powers reference.
At this point, Cloud will profusely apologize for all this.
No, we're just basically being idiots in the background while you're talking.
Yeah, the knights will
Yeah, but
excuse
she's
themselves to go
almost
get the
certainly
wagon.
capable of hearing you from there.
Nope, she seems to be, okay, let's go.
How long has it been?
Long enough for a famine to go on.
Just kind of like a shiver just goes down the tail, just starts flicking. a famine in my realm.
Well, I'm not sure about famine, but there was enough that the people were putting themselves into debt buying food.
The
It's
fields are
just there's
fallow.
like a growling sound. So, you've done me a great service. Is that one of my priests?
Yeah, here we are.
Why is he
what's your name?
gagged?
He thought communion with his flock was more important than communion with his god.
I'll be honest, I was only guessing that he was in that wagon.
We
We just wanted him out of the way for a bit.
when you tell Tresden to do something, she's kind of goes all the way. She
Who is
goes,
she anyway?
she's lost.
Last I checked,
Okay,
she
look,
was in the tent with the companions while I left. But she'll
let
be
me
back
take
later.
the gag
How
off.
many people
Hello.
fit in that damn wagon?
Enough.
Enough.
It's Schrodinger's wagon. If we aren't told that we can't, we have it.
It's a wagon of holding.
Yes.
And we may have jacked a wagon from a sidereal. We don't know what may or may not have happened. We just procured
What?
this on the road. saying that out of
Adam's wagon, wasn't it?
look, it was painted blue on the side of the road.
Oh god,
It was
that's even
procured
better.
for the people, all right?
If a
Out of
Siberian-
character, you do realise that blue is not traditionally the colour of the Sidereals, right?
Well, it is the color of the doctor,
Well,
though, and the
It's
doctor.
the color of
would-
one
We
of the
got a
Siberians.
TARDIS.
It's also the colour of at least one of the casts of Luders. Neither of which I'm particularly happy at pissing off. I must have missed that memo when I came back last week.
No, we're making this up right now,
Okay, cool.
but that would be
I'm-
hilarious.
I'm just rolling with it.
Incidentally, if it was a blue wagon owned by a sidereal, that means it's probably also functional as a whorehouse.
I mean, it would explain why Tresden made it the companion wagon.
A whorehouse and a forge and probably some form of artistic
Look,
something.
we're not questioning enough to want. We're not. It's also probably enchanted for us not to wonder about it.
Also, there's the fact that if you get a wagon from a sidereal, you didn't steal it, you were given it.
There is that, yes. You were allowed to borrow it for some nefarious purpose down the road.
You might think you...
You might think you stole it, but they totally let you.
Well,
Yeah, true enough.
It's
Anyway,
either
it's
or.
not
That.
an evil plan.
Let us ungag the priest.
I thought we already did
Is it-
that.
So
Well,
let's just hope that it was a gold faction. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, true enough. It's really fucking actually.
The priest will you'll kind of drop your you see, you should take the big guy out on the bounds. He'll drop to his knees and just kind of start
Kowtows.
kowtowing in front of his god. This wasn't in his plan for today. But yeah,
hey,
he's on
you get
with
to
it.
meet a goddess. Awesome day.
Look, it's not every day someone meets their CEO, you know?
I'm just standing there with a blazing grin and a thumbs up.
Dear.
It's the nice guy pose.
Meanwhile, I find myself very glad that I don't have a nice guy pose because what the fuck?
All right. Miss Goddess, ma'am, quick question.
Wait, do you know her name?
What's her name again? I don't ever. She's talking weird. She's talking weird speak over there. I'm just trying to say this.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we just lost somebody.
That's ablative.
He'll be back in 5 minutes.
Goddess, ma'am. So you are recovering, right? Right now, you're doing okay.
Yes, it'll be sometime before I'm back to my main strength.
And what about your your abode? Would you need to relocate to a new holy site, or would this one need to be purified in some manner?
I will need to purify this one, but you've hopefully brought me one of my priests.
Anything he can do?
I can find some use to him.
Okay. I guess he's kind of now the chosen one. Yeah, hey, look, man, you're now a chosen one.
Give him a very long broom for dealing with the spike needles, perhaps? Just tell him to poke them one by one? That may have been, by the way, that was also in... I really hope the god doesn't speak winter speak. Because that's what I was saying in White Wall.
Ah.
I dropped the nice guy pose and just dope slap him over the back of the head. Be respectful.
Don't.
I'm not going to pretend I didn't deserve that, but still. Faintly insulting.
Well, anyway, I'm sure now. I'm sure now after she gets everything works out. Everything will go back to some more regulated efficiency. We do need to pay off a few debts though, so hopefully there will be some bountiful harvests. Maybe, hopefully.
Hopefully. I mean, also, quite frankly, if you want something for us to do, we should really try and, like, if this thing was a Death Knight, there must be a Shadowland somewhere it popped out from nearby.
It was like it may have been trying to make a Shadowland here as well, but
well, I don't know much about how that sort of thing works, but surely we also could even just take the limit of trying to work out how it could not take
I'm
over
back.
the
What
goddess
is
again.
this?
Oh,
Not much.
we're talking what to do next. Now that we've dealt with the immediate problem of the goddess being corrupted, we're trying to work out how the Death Knight did it.
Is it okay? So Adamant is going to put on going to tighten his gloves and then go through the Death Knight's belongings if he has them on hand right now. You know, pouches, stuff like that were left behind after he was purified or whatever. So will this be Wits plus investigation?
Yeah. So you're looking for what is artifacts?
Just looking for any. So, like, you know, maybe here's a thing like, dear diary, today I did this, or better, or
We've got a little seed packet with these bramble things in it.
or you know, like maybe since this guy wasn't so bright, had his orders written down.
Burn after reading in giant red writing above.
Yes. Like, can I get a thing? Can I get a packet called plot advancement?
I mean, to be fair, while Adamant is doing that, I'm going over his artifact.
You
Alright.
know, plot advancement would be a pretty appropriate name for it.
Alright, so... But yeah, because they're trying to further their own
They're trying
designs.
to advance their plot, yeah.
Yeah,
I got one
perfectly literal.
success.
You'll find a few kind of scraps around the altar. Those plants are starting to die off quite quickly now.
Few scraps of what?
The brambly, bony shit.
Yeah, those plants are dying off, but you'll find some paperwork.
Hey.
Yeah.
Paperwork's my job.
Joyous,
I can do a
Joyous,
bureaucrecy check on it.
Joyous,
Please read
read this. Read this. I'm holding it to you
Alright,
like far
so-
away without looking at it.
Right, so this would be what? Intelligence plus bureaucracy?
Yep.
Alright. 8.
Oh, well.
3 successes is pretty good. So you'll basically find like a series of like, you know, how are you doing? Is the plan proceeding? Blah blah blah. General kind of like you see correspondence coming in. You don't see anything going out. It's got like this guy doesn't have writing paper.
So basically he was, I mean, what he would have to do was basically write on the back. Wait, I turn it around. Is there anything written on the back?
No.
Okay, it's not like he was writing it back on the same letter he was getting it with.
No.
Any, So, just...
It's basically, it looks like he's been receiving lots of letters and just sticking them on a big pile. His kind of jokes, there's letter punches, like the spikes. Yeah, he's using a rib cage for that.
Can I ask a question? What is the Eclipse version of an Abyssal?
The Eclipse version of an Abyssal?
That's a very good question. Give me a minute, I will find out for you.
I mean, that would basically make it because that would basically be dark bureaucracy.
That would what?
Dark bureaucracy.
And now, my mind is forever ruined by Emperor Palpatine just moving over some paperwork and
Moonshadow.
going... Bureaucracy.
Moonshadow. Okay.
Ultimate bureaucracy.
Unlimited papers.
You shall be forever bound by red tape, unable to do anything.
Anyway,
I shall name you Darth Byro.
Alright,
No.
I'm getting called away for a bit, so just assume... I'm pretty sure Gray has my sheet, so...
You do.
I do.
If I need to make any rolls, just use that.
Roger that.
Now file your taxes.
Evilly.
Right. Anyway, I do have the moon shadows.
Oh dear. Sorry.
Yes. Anyway, let's continue. So so basically all this stuff is coming. All this stuff is in. He put it. So we have some information.
Yeah.
But nothing we really can work out at the moment.
Not that much.
But essentially, what is there anything here they have for like? So what was the? So any idea we can figure out what the plan was, or we just need to like go back and?
It's basically it's asking for deliveries.
Deliveries.
Yeah.
Of essence?
Yes. I assume there's some way of like transporting essence.
I mean, they could say if the plants sucked up and like were full of essence.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to be.
All right, I'm gonna kind of just wave the goddess over and say, I think we figured out what they were using you for.
Deliveries.
Yeah.
Does that mean there's a big chest or something of essence around here?
There might be.
There might be.
Is there any? How does one detect essence?
Generally speaking, there are charms that you see essence.
See essence.
Okay, if I could step back out of character for a second, there are such things as essence sight charms. The problem is that because I mostly play Lunas, I know the Luna versions of them. The other way of doing it, I suppose, would be if you know. The trouble is, we're back into occult territory again, really.
Yes.
Because
I will turn to Cloud. Cloud, could you use those magic things you do to, maybe look at the essence with a intelligence awareness roll or some sort? Or
as Cloud is presently absent.
Better yet, people can see my essence, right?
Actually, no.
No.
No, the whole deal with essence is unless you have very specific charms available, you don't really see it. It's kind of just is. Like, that's why cast masks are so screamingly obvious, because they are actual manifestations of your physical essence.
Okay. Because I was
just
thinking...
The other way of doing it would be, if this is a godly realm, we could always just ask the god directly. I mean, she might know where the pockets of power are.
Fair enough. I mean, it is her essence. I was thinking about just stabbing myself with one of the suction things and following the tube.
I mean,
where it went.
Let's ask the god first.
Okay.
I know you're on a high right now, but I generally like self-mutilation or research to be a very low priority.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck did I just say?
I mean, don't tell anybody, but I was just drinking a little bit of thieving frog earlier,
When you've lost control of everything.
Goodbye, you have had control. Right.
Wow.
I had the illusion of control.
Yeah, seeing as our resident Old Realm speaker is presently absent, can we just double check, Gray? Does the goddess speak anything else?
We'll be able to figure something out. Yeah, she'll be able to switch to the local language with the priest. Let's just say she's puppeting the priest.
That'll do. In that case, does she know? Like, we explain the plan to her first of all, and go like, can she sort of like clue us in?
Yeah, she will be able to. She'll kind of like smash open a rock. And then kind of a series of kind of weird glass or gemstone like
Vials.
Vials, probably the size of a goose egg.
So a bunch of beakers full of essence.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah, which presumably our friend the bastard stole from her. You should really have these back.
There was no question I was ever going to not take them back.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for them not to be,
Basically starts breaking them open and absorbing.
Yeah.
You don't
actually
see anything. She just breaks them open and just things happens because you can't see the essence in Cloud.
Reframing from rolling larceny and doing that steal again.
Do not do that.
Do not steal essence from a god. That is a bad idea.
Like, the only reason why our friend the Death Knight got away with it is because he had some paralytic bullshit. Without paralytic bullshit techniques, the god would have called in friends and been very cross.
Look! I know what you're talking about. I'm going to go over there right now because I have some potions. Be right back.
Hey, Gray.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. Are any of us actually flaring our animas or anything like that? Right
I've spent 15 personal points. Did I get my anima up and going, or is that plenty for
personal?
No, personal. Yeah, it's only if you spend a large amount of peripheral. Personal just doesn't.
No, I've used all my personal. I haven't touched my peripheral. I mean, I could just swap them back and forth. I can swap them back around if you want the cast mark going.
You could, but it's not really massively necessary.
I'm just wondering, does this goddess even know that we are exalted?
I think she's assumed.
Yeah. You've just defeated a Death Knight. I'm pretty sure she's assuming you exalted.
Oh, speaking of the Death Knight, Great, by the way, I was going to poke through his artifact.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I forgot that myself. What's left behind? Post-burning.
Post-burning.
Well, I mean, they're artifacts and all that, but, charms are charms.
A couple of braces. You probably don't want the breastplate. It's not really going to be fit any normal human. And probably his gore maul.
Say again, sorry.
His gore maul.
His big beady stick.
Yeah.
What is it actually made of?
That's just a pretty standard one.
Okay, so it's not like out of character. It's not like a soul steel one.
No.
Okay. Let's check.
So it's a typical one. I mean,
so you wouldn't automatically recognize the makeup of what's in artifacts, would you? You probably need to make
you could, I guess, an craft?
Intelligence crafts.
I guess, seeing as you're trying to work out who crafted it. That's actually a really good question.
Because I'd assume that you guys wouldn't just automatically recognise anything like rare. You'd recognise jade and stuff like that, but you wouldn't recognise any of the rarer stuff.
Yeah, you have a Ablative roll his crafty stuff. I mean, he's been knowing his craft. He actually has it.
He has intelligence and he doesn't actually have craft. He does have a cult though, so intelligence and a cult would work.
The Cloud, if memory serves, is not necessarily the craft monkey. He's merely the best.
I thought craft was like how he casts spells and stuff.
No.
Yeah. Alright, so Cloud recognises Soul Steel. So
is this Soul Steel or is it not Soul Steel?
It is Soul Steel.
Oh dear. Cloud, you've come back at a fantastic time.
You've just been looking at some braces you'd rather not be touching.